Should men and women both be drafted in the war if there's a World War III that happens?
I guess.
You think both should be drafted? Drafted means like you have to
I know what drafted is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, equality, I guess, so.
So you think they should, like, just drop off a form at everybody's door and be like, if your kid's over 18, they have to go to war?
They wanted this, though.
Who did?
The women.
No, they didn't.
They wanted equal rights. If somebody can vote, they can vote. If someone goes to war, which is hard, someone goes forward.
Yeah, but men are bigger, so then they're like...
So now you're being sexist.
What? No.
So, like, in theory, you're right, but in theory, it could also be wrong. You're a sexist girl.
Okay.
So I'm right.
Today, we're diving into the world of women who believe that men only exist to pay for everything, and any sign of male vulnerability instantly becomes something to despise. They claim that splitting the bill means there's no love, that providing is a man's absolute duty, and that the power should always stay in their hands. Agree? Disagree? Buckle up, because this is going to be controversial.
I don't know why, but nothing grosses me out more than when a man asks me for something that costs money. When a man asks me to spend money on him. It is the most feminine thing. It is so unattractive. And you can call me sexist, call me whatever you want, but I just feel like it is so not masculine for a man to ask a woman to spend her money. Call me what you want, call me a gold digger, call me a princess, I don't care. I just personally think it is such a turnoff, and it just screams feminine energy. If I wanted feminine energy, I would be a lesbian and just date a girl. And I don't know what it is, but it's becoming so trendy now. These men want princess treatment. They really do. They're like, oh, you're gonna take me shopping? I want a pedicure. I want a massage. I want a facial. Like, these men are straight up acting like women.
The real problem in her speech isn't the expectation of provision, but the open contempt for any man who doesn't meet her financial demands. When a relationship turns into, I offer presents, you pay for everything, it stops being a partnership and becomes a transaction. Masculinity isn't about refusing financial help. It's about responsibility, honor, and leadership. Demanding princess treatment while shaming a man for vulnerability shows emotional immaturity. Respect has to exist on both sides. When a woman sees a man only as a provider, she dehumanizes him and destroys any chance of real reciprocity.
The moment that man start asking you for money, he do not respect you no more. I don't care what nobody say. If y'all not locked in and in a relationship for a nice amount of time, the moment he start asking you for money, he does not respect you. Do you understand? Because a real man ain't gonna ask nor accept hardly nothing from a female. So I need you to get that through your head. That's why I say in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Everybody carries their own load. That is your load. Your responsibility for your finances is your own load. It's your own load. You can't put them on nobody but yourself, man or woman. So I just want all the people, y'all, stay on the line. The moment that man start asking you for money, that man does not respect you. He don't respect. If he even allow you to give him money, especially in the beginning, he don't respect you. And if you a mother and you got kids, and this nigga allows you to give him money or he asks you for money, run for the hills. Run for the hills.
Here we see a common mistake, confusing provision with absolute financial independence from the woman. A responsible man doesn't want to burden a woman, but that doesn't mean asking for support in real-life situations is disrespectful. In a mature relationship, there is cooperation. When she says a man doesn't respect a woman simply for accepting help, she ignores the reality that life brings challenges. And mutual support makes a couple stronger. This mindset risks turning men into financial robots. True love doesn't measure dignity only by the ability to pay bills, but by character, protection, commitment, and leadership.
I saw a video and it's in my head living rent free. It's a sprinkle lady, and she said, if a man asks you for money, he hates you, he doesn't like you. And it's so true, because any man who really genuinely loves that woman would never ask her for money. It's a masculine, manly thing to do to take care of a woman that he actually loves, not ask her for money. So if a man is asking you to split the bill or requesting Venmo or saying you need to pay half for this or go in halvesies for that, for anything, I don't care. As an expensive vacation, he can pay for it. If he's asking you for money, he doesn't like you. He borderline, and this is what Shira said, he hates you. He does. He doesn't like you. And then the people in the comments saying, yeah, I watched my older brother just use women, use them up, take them for money, get them pregnant, and leave them. Ladies, please wake up. If he's asking you for money, the power dynamics are off. The power needs to be where it belongs, with us. Put money in our hands. Don't waste our time. Don't ask us for money because that's an ick. And we already know right off the bat you borderline hate us.
The idea that a man who asks to split expenses hates women creates a dangerous narrative where love is measured entirely by money. Yes, there are real protector-provider men, but turning financial obligation into the ultimate proof of affection distorts the relationship. If a woman believes power belongs in her hands simply because the man pays for everything, that's no longer partnership. It's control. A healthy balance includes masculine responsibility, but also gratitude, respect, and emotional reciprocity. When money becomes a weapon of power, the relationship stops being love and turns into manipulation.
Moving in with a man who's paying all of the rent and all of the bills doesn't benefit you. It benefits him and it disadvantages you. Men by default are draining. They will drain your time, they will drain your beauty, they will drain your energy, they will drain your resources, all whilst being in your prime. Even the best men are high risk and take a lot of work and a lot of energy. Trust me, I have a high value provider man. With having a man will also bring you a lot more labor, whether that's domestic, spiritually, energetically, physically. And labor doesn't just mean cooking a meal or doing some laundry. Labor is also the fact that a woman is connected to source. Women bring men abundance in forms that are unquantifiable. Let me give you an example. Look at that trend that went around on TikTok. That trend where women were posting their men when they first met them in comparison to 2 or 3 years later down the line. Even visually, that man looked like a completely different man. At the beginning, this man looked disheveled, and by the end of it, this man was looking like a model. His hairline had miraculously grown back. He looked healthy. His clothes were amazing. He was well groomed. Everything about him had elevated. And 9 times out of 10, it goes way beyond what meets the human eye. When a man elevates like that externally, you don't know the factors and you don't know what goes into that internal transformation. How he energetically shows up differently in business because of it, how he shows up in life because of it. Women give men a vision, give them confidence, give them a purpose of what to actually work towards. That is what a good, high-value, feminine woman does. And that's why you cannot lower your standards. Look at all of these beautiful designer brands. Chanel, Hermes, Dior. All of these brands are basically for women, but they were designed to be created for men to buy women to impress them. If you continue to cater to his needs, no baby, I don't need a birthday gift, I don't need to take that trip, I don't need an anniversary gift, you are being his dream girl temporarily, but in the long term, a high value man needs a woman who craves and demands a life even more elevated than the one he is currently giving her. Remember, we don't live under a rock. We see that beautiful single women can have their lives funded for free in the exchange for giving nothing. So if you are choosing to spend your years, especially your prime years, with a man, make sure you are making requests of him. Make sure you are ensuring an elevated life from him. In the long run, this will serve you and your relationship. He will continue to see you as the woman that levels him up, the woman that keeps him accountable. He's not going to look for anything external outside of you when you are everything You are his reason. You are his purpose. You are his why. Don't diminish your needs to accommodate his. A man who is a high value man, who is a true provider, will not just pay the rent and the bills. No, he's also going to be investing into your business. He's also emotionally available. He also is not a slave to his desires. He doesn't lust after other women out of respect to himself. He knows that he is golden, that not every woman deserves his attention. No one apart from his woman, his queen, deserves his attention. He will put that money into your spending account, into your saving account, into your investment accounts. He will want to watch you flourish, and he will want to be the one to get you there. His main goal is to see you have your life on mode easy. Obviously, the broke men don't want you to know this. So in the comments, they're not going to like that you are learning about this. But remember, know your worth. You cannot end up with less if you just do not settle for less. A man who is a high value man will love who he is when he is with you, and he will feel privileged to do these things for you.
This kind of speech romanticizes the idea that a man should completely finance a woman's life just because she supposedly offers energy, beauty, and purpose merely by existing. That reduces a man to an emotional and financial ATM. Of course, a good man wants to care for, protect, and uplift his family, but turning that into an absolute obligation while ignoring the pressure and weight he carries is selfish. A relationship cannot be justified exploitation under the label of feminine essence. Real partnership happens when a woman inspires, supports, and builds alongside him, not when she only demands. A man provides out of love, not servitude.